Alrighty, everybody. Hope you guys are having an amazing Wednesday. Super excited to be here with you guys on a day 3 of the challenge. And man, I'm very excited about what we're going to cover today because I think today is going to be one of your favorite days. I think it really has the potential to change the way you view engagement with people in your audience. So again, jacked up to be here with you guys. And just a quick recap, if you're joining us for the first time here on lesson 3, then I want you to know you got to go watch lesson 1 and 2. Lesson 1, we talked about finding your ideal customer, because everything we're going to do moving forward depends on you knowing who you're talking to. Most marketers, most of the time, actually not even marketers know what they're doing, but most of the time when people try to market, they talk to random people about random things. They don't have a congruent path or direction, and that's one thing that always kills marketing, because if you don't have a clear path or direction, how could you ever expect your ideal customer to have one? So it's very important that you, a number one lesson, that you invest a bunch of time into it. In fact, if it was me, I would even carve out an hour or two to just think about exactly who you want to target. I think that is one of the most crucial steps, and everybody struggles with it. Okay, so it's okay if you change it. It's okay if you think one way and then you're like, no, that doesn't work. It's okay. All those things are fine, but you gotta invest time into that. That is super, super important. All right. On day 2, yesterday, we talked about where to find unlimited leads. Like literally, you don't ever have to worry about where will my next, prospect come from. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of them all over social media, and it's very easy to go find them. Most people, they go to the people you may know, and they randomly go add, and just add random people. Yesterday, we talked about adding targeted people that have been whittled down to some extent so that they fit into your ideal customer profile. And now when you're talking to them, you can talk to them directly, because we're going to talk to them today. Okay. But you're talking to them directly. You're not talking to randoms. You're not, hoping that your message sticks to that person. You're knowing that it sticks because you picked them out of a crowd, out of a marketplace, out of a group of people that are already interested in the subject matter, or already aware that they have a pain. Right. And so you can see how the dots begin to connect. Pick somebody that you want to talk to, then learn where they hang out, exactly where they hang out. And then today we're going to talk about impact, about talking to them in such a way that brings them along. So again, if you're new, my name is Luis, and I'm excited to be hosting this with you. By the way, the lessons will be in the Facebook group all the way to Sunday at midnight. On Sunday at midnight, the lessons will disappear. So take advantage and watch, or maybe even rewatch them if you have not done so already. Okay, so again, today we're going to talk about impact. Okay, what kind of impact do we want to have? How are we going to bring our ideal customer along? And so I want to paint a little bit of a picture. I think you're going to I think a light bulb's going to go off today for you, and when it comes to talking to your customer. But let's talk about where they're hanging out. Okay, first of all, I want you to know that this is like an overarching, the 10,000 foot view of what we're going to be doing. There's this thing called Facebook, and has 2.8 billion users. Okay, so yesterday I hijacked the post and got interest. Awesome, super excited for you, Calandra. That is perfect. So you can see now how that works. Okay, already working as long as you implement. Perfect. 2.8 billion users. Now, here's the thing. That's random, right? That's everybody. We don't want 2.8 billion users. We want that small, tiny segment that is your ideal customer. That's exactly who we want to be talking to. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna call them out, ask them to step out of where they're at, whether they be hanging out in a group, on a page, wherever you found them. We're gonna ask them, call them out, come out, get out of there, and come to my universe, because I have something for you. Okay. By the way, that's exactly how you ended up in this Facebook group. Okay, exactly this strategy. Now, one of the reasons I recommend a Facebook group is because you can build a relationship with your ideal customer so that you can have better results. I think too many times salespeople try to market. Okay, and a salesperson is the kind of person that has conversations in order to solve somebody's problem. A marketer is somebody who makes an audience aware that they have a problem and that there's a potential solution. So those are totally different things, right? And marketing takes a little bit more work, a little bit, when you're one-on-one with somebody, you're overcoming objections, doing all those things. When you're marketing, the idea here is to date your ideal customer or create an environment where they feel they're dating you. Really, they feel like they're getting benefit, that their life is better because they met you. And then once you get on a call, once you sit down one-on-one, or you do a Zoom call, or whatever your process is, that's when closing techniques come in. Okay, in fact, they actually come in right before, which is in a qualifying step. Okay, qualifying step. This step we've covered in this group before, and there's a lesson recorded on it. But this is one of the most important steps, in my opinion, that we will add to this challenge, because I think that's a massive a thing that a lot of us miss. Okay, so we'll talk about that soon, though. So we're going to call these people out of where they're at, and we're going to ask them to come into your universe. Now, you guys remember this? We talked about it. Now, why would it be worth it for your ideal customer who's asking, why should I listen to you? We're going to ask them, we're not going to go rescue everybody. If you were Superman and you had to rescue everybody that was down in the pit, you would never stop working. The question is, do they want to get out of the pit? Do they want to be rescued, right? Number one. Number two, if they do want to be rescued, how do we know? How do we identify them? And your ideal customer is saying, why should I let you rescue me? Do you really have a solution that I am in alignment with? So what's going to happen is, this person, as they come to you, they're asking, who are you? What do you do? Like, why should I even listen to you? Okay. So here's where everything we talked about yesterday comes into play, because step one, we're here, by the way, we are in the beginning of creating what I call the customer journey. Okay. The customer journey. So you're gonna want to take really good notes on this, because this is how we're gonna progress your ideal customer towards you, so that in this example, on step 4, can help them achieve the goal that that use your superpower, right? If your goal is to fix their credit, you're going to be able to fix their credit on step 4 in this example. Again, maybe you have a customer journey with 5 steps, with 3 steps, with 2 steps. Your customer journey is yours. I recommend a minimum of 4. Because I think it makes a big impact. I really do think that the more you give to your customer without asking anything in return, just the more amazing it feels for them to, when they decide to be your customer, they feel like they've arrived and they feel happy about becoming your customer. Not, oh, man, did I really want to buy that, or did they just close me into buying it, right? So you want to create this environment where this is true. So in your universe, first step of the customer journey is your profile hook, right? Your cover photo, everything we talked about yesterday. That's step 1 of your customer journey. What that does is that allows your ideal customer to say, I want to take a step in his direction or her direction, or I don't. And I don't want to. So that's the first initial step of them saying, I think I want to be rescued, right? I think I may need your superpower in my life. And so your profile hook, as you start inviting people through all of these techniques that we talked about yesterday, those people that want to reject your superpower, we want them to, right? Like imagine if Superman had a bunch of villains saying, hey, I want you to go ahead and rescue me, so that when you rescue me, I can put a kryptonite necklace on your head and I can destroy you, right? Well, listen, a bunch of random people coming to you and you having to convince them is like putting kryptonite on your business, on your superpower. You want to talk to people that are already interested in what you do to an extent. Again, maybe not 100%, but 50+% interest, right? So that's step 1 of your customer journey. And it's a very simple thing. It's just, friend the person, or invite them to your Facebook group, right? It's a simple, easy to follow, no complicated. We're not asking for much. Maybe, if anything, you ask for an email address so you can follow up with a person. And in your Facebook group, if you want to join my Facebook group, here's something. Typically, though, the best thing to do is in this step, just friend request. That's it, right? And they view your profile hook. Then you're going to create a step two. Step two is a little bit of a bigger commitment from your ideal customer, and should be something that's free or no cost to them, right? So maybe you want to give them a lead magnet. For those of you guys that don't know, a lead magnet is like I'm in financial services, and my company produces a book called How Money Works. And I've literally said, hey, if you could have a book written at a 5th grade reading level that helps you transform your finances, drop a me in the comments. And people will go, me. And then I DM them the book, and I say, by the way, I have a Facebook group where you could come join me, and I go live to talk about money and finances all the time. Boom, right there already. What did I ask for them in exchange? I gave them a free book, and they came into my Facebook group. There was an exchange. It wasn't financial, but there was an exchange. You see how there's another step, right? It could be join my Facebook group, and if you join, the first download is my book. It could be maybe you're an expert at funnels. We're not going to talk about funnels during this week, but maybe you're an expert at funnels, and you can create a bridge page that bridges them to wherever you want to take them through a lead magnet. But something simple, maybe you don't even want to ask for something, and you want to add an extra step to the customer journey, and you just want to say, look, here's something for free, nothing in exchange. I just would love to follow up with you to see what you thought in a week. And that just creates the conversation in the DM for you. That's an amazing, amazing step, because you're giving something to your customer. Everybody online is taking. And you are doing something out of the goodness of your heart, because you know your superpower will be able to help them and bring them along. Okay. Then step three. Okay. Again, what are these steps? It's different for everybody. You have to design what this is, but each step should take a bigger and bigger commitment. Step three could be, a 10-minute meet and greet where you tell them about your product or about yourself, or, maybe coming to a live event, kind of like what you guys are doing here, right? It should be a natural progression. It should not negate what you already did, meaning, here's a PDF on how to get out of debt, but you need to come to the Zoom meeting in order to really implement it. No. Every step should be complete and beneficial to your customer, with nothing else needed. But the next step is going to complement it. It's going to say, look, I gave you everything. Like here, this entire week, I'm giving you guys everything. I'm not holding anything back. You should give away your best stuff for free. Okay. And my hope and prayer is that some of you guys say, man, I'm going to go get these results. When you get results, you're going to find out, hey, what if there was a way that I could put a lot of this on autopilot? And you're going to come back and say, Luis, how can I keep doing this, but invest less time into it? That's when I'll be able to say, hey, I got the solution for you. You're going to love it. Okay. But you're getting results. My goal. Kalandra just mentioned that she hijacked the post, already got interest. She already knows this works. Now let's take it to the next level. By the way, I didn't even mention it, but if I'd love to know who's watching. So let me know if you're watching. Let me know your favorite cup of coffee. Okay, I'd love to know in the comments your favorite cup of coffee. If you don't drink coffee, it's okay. Nobody's perfect. We'll forgive you. Whatever your favorite warm or hot morning drink is, you can drop that in the comments. Hopefully everybody's here with coffee, because that's almost that's the entrance fee, I think. Don't care what kind of coffee, just coffee in general. Okay, so step three could be an event like what we're doing here, a 5-day challenge. It could be a 1-day challenge, right? For 1 day, you're going to come in and I'm going to teach you exactly how to get completely debt free. For 1 day, I'm going to teach you strong coffee and tea. Awesome, Abram. Breve latte. Oh, I've never had a breve latte. Hot chocolate. Janine, good to have you on. Americano. Angela, you and I would get along. Nescafe Classico. Oh, Christy, you would get along with my mom. That's my mom's absolute favorite coffee. Pumpkin spice latte, homemade. Claudia, you and my wife need to exchange recipes because she loves that. I'm watching with my latte. Awesome, good stuff. So as you know, as we do this, you want to give away your best stuff, man. Do not hold back. Everybody online does that. Hey, come to this thing, and then you spend an hour with them. At the end of the hour, you got nothing unless you buy something. You don't want to do that. You want to be the kind of person that says, I'm going to give, with the understanding that as you do this, The right people will say, I want to take another step with you. I want to go to the next level. Okay. And if they're not ready, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If they're not ready to do that, all you got to do is say, no problem. That's why you put them into the Facebook group, because it could be continued interaction. You could start a conversation with them in direct messaging. All of those things begin to happen. Okay. And then finally, step 4 is your core offer. And again, in this example, maybe you have, like, if you have a $20,000 core offer. Okay, I know last time we had, I believe his name is Steve, who sells private chartered flights. Maybe something Café de Olla. Híjole, Ruben, you're gonna have to. You just distracted me, buddy. Okay, I haven't had that since my honeymoon. But so what I was saying is, so private chartered flights. Maybe that's a little bit more expensive. Maybe you need 4 steps, 5 steps before you get to your core offer, because this is going to take a little bit of a bigger investment. Maybe Ruben doing cabinetry. Maybe it's a $5,000 job. Okay, cool. Maybe you give them a free PDF that says what color makes your home feel warmest. Then step 2 is join my Facebook group where we look at before and after pictures of what your cabinets can look like. Step 3 is do a 10-minute free pick your color session with our expert. Session 4 is do a quick meet and greet with the owner, with Ruben, and step 5 is purchasing, right? And so you're creating this customer journey where it's like, man, but he gave me great information. I need help picking my color. Let me go ahead and pick it. They're already, falling in love with you being their guy, you being their gal. And if you have a Facebook group, everybody can invite people to it. Okay. So your core offer. Now, again, I want to reiterate this because we're going over it now, but I want to be very clear. Your product is not your core offer. Okay, if all I was selling was a product, then I would say, here's my product, here's the price. Okay, that's not what a core offer is. A core offer is something that's irresistible, something that makes the ideal customer feel like, man, if I don't take advantage of this, I'm going to miss out. That's what we're going to build tomorrow. But you have to have a core offer. Again, if you sell insurance, insurance is not your core offer, right? If you're an investment guy, investments are not your core offer, right? That's the equivalent of, you've probably heard this before in sales. Most people sell the drill. No, you need to sell the hole, right? If I'm at home and I want to hang a beautiful painting up on my wall, and I need to make a strong, a hole that'll hold it, I go to Home Depot. And imagine if the Home Depot guy immediately started to tell me, well, you see this drill right here will, it has this kind of horsepower, it's electric, it's battery chargeable, it comes with 2 batteries. I'm like, dude, I just want to be able to hang my painting. I'm out. This is too complicated, right? Versus, Mr. Ugalde, I see you wanna hang a painting. Would you just need to hang the one painting and you're probably never gonna do anything like that again? Or would you like to look at an option where, after hanging that painting, the instrument will be useful for the rest of your life? Oh, well, I mean, if I'm going to spend money, might as well spend money on the second one. Okay, well, listen, this is ideal. You're going to be able to use this bit, make the hole. But then when you keep this, if you at any point need to build furniture, solution, paint, you're going to be able to do it. That's exactly what you do, right? You sell the whole. You sell the solution and the pain, the resolution of the pain. Okay, so you create your customer journey. You're there. You're the superhero. You have a superpower. A lot of you, when you go to sleep at night, if you go to sleep at night knowing that you have something that can help people, knowing that you have something that can impact somebody's life for the positive, I want you to, in the comments, I want you to write the word dreamer. Like, you dream of helping the right person. You dream of changing somebody's life for the better. If that's you, I want you to write the word dreamer in the comments, because that's who I'm doing this for, by the way. If you don't feel that way, if you just want to make a bunch of money and move on, and it doesn't matter what happens to the client, sorry, this is a terrible strategy for you. Okay, you're not going to succeed with this. It requires you to actually care about people. Okay, we got some dreamers, right? You know that you can make an impact. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Okay, now before we go into everything we're going to cover today, I want you to know something. Okay, the number one reason that most people don't get engagement is because they don't engage. Okay, so as we get into posting, I want you to know, before getting into a post of any kind that I'm going to show you today, I need you to react and comment on 25 to 30 posts before, okay? Like 30 minutes before, the next 25, it doesn't matter. If you voted for Trump and it's a Biden post, don't matter. If it voted for Biden and it's don't matter. Just comment and, like and comment, do something, interact with the people that you're following, the people that you're friends with. Why? Because if you don't, this is what the Facebook algorithm does. It says, here's Luis, and here's let me see, let me use somebody as an example. Here is Claudia. Okay, Claudia Claudia interacts with her audience all the time. She comments. Her and her audience have conversations in the comments. Luis goes in, posts something, and then leaves. So who's keeping people on Facebook more? Well, Claudia is. So who's more valuable to Facebook? Claudia is. So now you probably didn't even know that was happening. Okay, they are using you to do that. Okay, so here's the question: why not use it as well? Okay, why not you leverage that for your benefit? So if you go in and do this before it happens, before you post anything, what Facebook's going to do is, oh, this person's interacting with their audience. Let me make sure their posts are being engaged or being shown to the people that are most likely to engage with it as well, because he or she's probably going to engage with the audience. So if you post something, if you've ever posted something and gotten crickets, okay, I want you to give me a cricket emoji in the comments or hashtag crickets. Okay, that's because you're posting and moving on. Now every now and then you might hit gold and say, man, that I'm one of my posts worked. That was just happenstance. If you're going to make this a recurring thing, an everyday thing, you have to, number one, have the ideal audience. Okay, have your audience there, and number two, engage with them, and number three, post stuff that they want to actually listen to. Okay, I got some crickets. All right. I've been guilty of that as well before. Okay, so no worries. So this is important. Listen, most people stop. Either one or two things happen. I've seen this too from students that go through this course. Either they go crazy engaging but don't do anything else, doesn't work. Okay, that's not going to help you. Or number two, they will never engage and they'll wonder why the process doesn't work. This is an important process, part of the process. You have to take this step. Okay, so let's look at, again, type of posts. Okay, type of posts. Bait posts. We're not going to cover that in detail because most of you know what a bait post is. You've probably done them. Hey, if you would be interested in maybe you're in network marketing and you're in taquito. Well, you might post something that says, hey, if you want to lose 5 pounds in 10 days, DM me and I'm going to help you out. Right, so something like that, like get in contact with me because I have the solution for you. That's a very simple one. You should do that maybe once every 5 or 6 posts. You should not make that your entire life. I'm not going to cover that because, again, most people already do that, and the reason it doesn't work is because you're always going, contact me. You're never engaging with your audience. Okay, so what we are going to talk about is a best guess post. A best guess post is a great post to go into a community and create. And as you do this, what's going to happen is people are going to want to engage with it. Okay, and the Facebook group. Have you ever been in a Facebook group where they tell you cannot promote your business? Okay, cool. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to find my ideal customer and then bring them into my universe. I'm not here to just promote my business. So if you become the best guest of the group, meaning the one that produces content, maybe the owner produces content twice a week, and once a week, you create a post that really gets engagement going in the group. What's going to happen is Facebook's going to promote that group. More people are going to join it because it's seeing that it's a great group for people to engage in. The owner of the group is going to think, man, this is the best guest I have. I love this guy or gal. Okay, what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you are in a mom's group, okay, and you want to call out an entrepreneur mom because you're going to recruit her to your network marketing opportunity. Okay, cool. Moms, what are the, I would say something like, moms, what are the boss mom, what are the best tips for being able to work from home, right? So you're calling out people that are already in business and you're saying, hey, comment something. And now you can add those people. Those are significantly better leads than random moms. You see that? Maybe you want to talk to people that have failed at network marketing because you have a solution that nobody else has. Cool. Hey, moms, what's the number one reason you failed with MLM? And then all of these people that failed with them are going to comment, and you know if they've tried it once, they'll probably try it again, and you can move them again, begin them along the process. Maybe you're in the financial services business, and you can post something like, what's the number one reason you can't stand your life insurance guy, right? And everybody's going, oh, he always tries to sell me more, and all these different things. And if somebody comments, I love my life insurance guy, cool. Not your ideal audience right now. They don't have the pain. You maybe need to find another post for that guy. But all the people that are talking like why they hate their guy or why they don't get along with them, perfect. You can scoop those people up. Super simple. Now you add them, you take them into your Facebook group where you go live once a week and talk about life insurance strategies. You got it, right? And at the end of every live, you say, hey, if you want to book a call, here's my calendar. Like super simple stuff to do, okay? So that's what a best guest post is, okay? We talked about a hijack post. A hijack post, I think this is something that's important, and I will do my best to look for one here in a second. But a hijack post positions you as an authority. Positions you as an authority. I want to be very clear about this. How do most people hijack a post? The person says, hey, if you're interested in working in network marketing, contact me. Oh no, don't contact that guy, contact me. Like, oh, you just hijacked and crashed the plane, okay? Nobody's getting on that plane, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. When I say hijack, you might find somebody saying, why do you not like to work with financial advisors? And you go in and as positioning yourself as an authority, you say, well, I'm a financial advisor. And in my experience, the top 10 reasons that people don't want to work with us is most financial advisors just sell. Most financial advisors, blah, blah, blah. That's why I take an educational approach. Most financial advisors just take. I give my customers free books and free resources before they even buy. And you twist it, not twist it, but you position yourself as the authority, not, hey, come to me. And you end it with, hey, that's the reason that I think most people don't want to work with us. Other agents give us a bad name. Hope that helps you. God bless. And what's going to happen is, again, you have all of these Facebook stalkers that are going to read through your entire post, and they're going to say, well, wow, that's the reason. Yes. And they're going to comment something like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? Sure, DM me, right? They're going to DM you and just say, hey, can you tell me about what you do? Right? Maybe you write a comment that says most fees are so high, it's crazy. That's why my fees are a flat rate, and XYZ is what, maybe you can't talk about fees. I don't know. That's dependent on you. But you create something that looks attractive, but not to sell it, to position yourself as an authority. Okay. So amazing. Long form value posts. Long form value is one of my favorite types of posts, because it's like a short story that gives value to your customer. Okay. And I have some that have actually worked really well. I'll show you some here in a second. But basically you're giving great information away in a long form without asking them to contact you, just giving it away. Now, why would you do that? Again, positions you as an authority. And that's going to say, man, this guy gave me really good stuff. Let me go check his profile out. And then they look at your cover photo. They go, man, this is the kind of guy I want to be involved. Oh, there's a link to his Facebook group. Click. I mean, I can tell you countless number of stories of where people say, Luis, the reason I found you was because of this post. I went to your profile, I clicked on your link, and now I'm in your Facebook group. In fact, some of you, some of you might be here because of that, right? Engagement boost. This, I recommend doing it maybe once a week or so. It just helps make sure that the algorithm knows you're the kind of person that gets engagement on their profile. What would that be? That would be something like, hey, what do you do? What is your business all about? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to know what everybody in my friends list does for a living. And obviously you structure that a little bit better. And so those types of posts, I'm a realtor, I'm a this, I'm a that, and as you do that, the Facebook algorithms, takes note of that and says, okay, this person gets engagement. Those are not meant to do business for you, but they're meant to make sure that when that post moves up, the next time you post something, Facebook's going to promote it even more. Does that make sense? So, and then other people's posts, those are awesome. That's really reserved. In my experience, that's like a ninja hack. So we're not going to cover it today. I'll cover it at some point on a Monday here in the group, because I think it's an amazing way to get leverage. But really, if you haven't done any of these other ones, that's going to be even less effective. Okay, so let's focus on these other 5. I think they have an opportunity to do some amazing things. Okay, so again, what's the strategy? we got traffic, right? We got these groups, we got these Facebook pages, all of these different locations, and you got all of these ways to generate great ideal customers. The friend request is going to send them to where they view your optimized profile. They're going to say, hey, who is this guy? Do I want to friend them? And if they accept, again, we don't want everybody to accept, but if they accept, that's going to be the beginning of the customer journey. Okay, so if you have, if this strategy makes sense to you, I want you to give me an aha in the comments. Okay, I want you to say it like, ah, I get it, aha moment. Okay, this works really well. And again, man, for those of you guys that have been spending time DMing people, randoms, you know, just adding people you may know without cause and hoping something sticks, this is going to change your life, because you're now talking to people that are incredibly more interested. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to open up Facebook, and we're going to get into Facebook here in a second, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we've talked about. Let's see, let me pick a Facebook group, and I'm going to show you some of my a long form value post, for example. And we'll I think it'll help you see exactly how this can start working for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Let's go here. Okay, so here's one group, the Dad's Business post. I'm going to show you, like, this is a long form value post. Okay. So here gave lots of information, a picture, lots of information about, you know, what I do. Here's how I grew my email list by 1,500 people, new leads for free. And it's basically a quick summary of how to get people into your Facebook group. Okay. Here's a bait post, right? I created a free training on how I get over 80% of my sales from Facebook organically. Who wants to watch it? You know, 34 people commented, a bunch of people liked it. Dads, I'm going to develop a free training. This is more of a boost. Like, could this be helpful? I'm starting to see, like, do people even want to engage with this, right? Here's a quick video. This one actually didn't work. You see, like, nobody watched it. So I went back to everyday posting. Okay, so let me go back. Let me find another group. Okay, that I think could be helpful. Maybe in this one. This is where one of the reasons that I joined this group is because I think people in network marketing could really benefit from my trainings. Okay, you know, let's look at this. Okay, here's an engagement post, right? I have a group, 700 plus members in the Facebook group, ready for a challenge that starts on Monday. We'll teach how to get people in the group with $0 in ads. I'm pumped. I didn't say come join my group, but because I said I'm excited about this, people were interacting with it. Were saying, let me look at, and I don't know how many, but I know of at least 2 people who DM'd me that said, Luis, I went to your profile. When does your challenge start? Okay, something as simple as that. Okay, we're gonna look at this one. Okay, this one is a summary of. This is, again, long form value. Okay, I made a sample. I had my virtual assistant do a sample cover photo, and then I just added my picture to it. Okay, and it says, do you want to achieve desired goal this year without major pain? You're like, what does that even mean? Well, I'm not trying to, like, hijack this Facebook group. I'm trying to be a best guest. I'm trying to give value, right? And so I just created this, and I wrote out exactly how to create it in here with 10 steps. I mean, look at this. Look, this is fairly long, okay? And so people that come in and read it, they're like, man, this guy gave, like, amazing value here. And they read it, they like it, and then they go, hey, let me check out who this guy is. And when they do that, they see, turn the light on your marketing step-by-step guide to finding customers. And now they've initiated my customer journey because they have a chance to join my Facebook group. Okay. Again, if you can see this, working, this is exactly what you're going to be able to do. Okay. You're going to be able to move your ideal customer in this direction. Okay. And it is significantly simpler than you might imagine. Okay. So let me go back to the slides real quick. Okay. And I want to show you guys. Now, you might be thinking, Luis, that's awesome, but man, how am I going to come up with all of that stuff? Okay, I'm going to show you. Don't worry. If you're thinking, how do I come up with enough content for these people? I'm going to show you that here in a second, okay? But so these posts, okay, are gonna create uh, interest in your ideal customer. You're gonna friend request them, or they're gonna friend request you. They're gonna see your optimized profile. They're gonna enter your customer journey. So what I recommend that you do, okay, the reason that I say you can do this in literally 1 hour a day is because my recommendation is to create an engagement routine. Now, if you purchase the workbook, there's an engagement routine that I recommend in the workbook, okay? So it's in there. It's a very simple, it's a 1-page document where you can just go check, 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 check. And anytime I update it, I will email you a copy if you purchase the workbook. So I've updated it a couple times actually. If I'll check today. I don't know if actually don't know if the one that you have is the most updated, but I have it as a 1-pager as well, because that's one that you can print and just have it next to your computer and go, okay, I'm going to invest an hour in this. Go check, 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 check. Boom, done. I'm done. Later in the day, around 5 or 6, I'm going to come back and see who DM'd me, what happened, what were the results for the day. But I don't need to mess with Facebook again for 5 or 6 hours. And then when I come back, it's probably going to be 15 minutes. Okay. So use your engagement routine. If you don't have one, then create one. Okay. Okay. So I found my 10 groups. I'm going to go in and drop, 5 posts, 1 value post, 3 engagement posts. And as you do this, by the way, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, if you find one that did not work, okay, I want you to delete it and never use it again, okay? And you find one that worked, I want you to take a screenshot, take a picture, whatever you need to do, and store it and say, okay, this works. Because just because just because you used it doesn't mean you can't ever use it again. You can use it as many times as you want. That's why you have multiple groups, multiple pages, multiple posts. This strategy works throughout multiple areas of business, right? So when you find one that works really well, store it. Say, okay, this one worked, and maybe you write on it. Hey, you comment on it. This one got me 500 comments, and I think the record right now is from somebody doing this, by the way, 700 comments from one post. Okay, imagine that. I mean, that you can't even contact that many people. At some point, you have to stop because Facebook is going to think like you're friending too many people. Okay, so and that's been somebody in this group, by the way. It's not some, I don't know if he's still if he's watching today, but he's in this group. He DM'd me, Luis, I can't believe that your post got me 700 comments. I don't even know what to do. I'm like, dude, take your time. Don't friend everybody. Don't comment to everybody. It's gonna be a mess if you do. Okay, so create an engagement routine. Okay, and your engagement routine should be a daily routine of maybe 45 minutes to an hour where you do this. Now, 1 day a week, you're going to do something that I promise you, I need you to tell me, okay, if you love what I'm about to show you, at the end, I need you to show me some love and drop some, just hit the heart as many times as you possibly can when I'm done showing you what I'm about to show you, okay? So, all right, where do we find all this content that we're supposed to be creating? So I'm going to introduce you to something called post hacking, okay? Post hacking. So I want to be very clear about this. A lot of people think copying other people's posts is what post hacking is. That's not what I'm talking about. You're not going to plagiarize or take somebody's post and just post it on yours and say it's yours. That's not what I'm talking about. You're not going to share their post either. We're going to hack their post. We're going to figure out why did their post work, and then we're going to use that to replicate in our post. Okay, so the idea behind post hacking is you're not going to make up good content. Stop trying to make up good content. Unless you're a copywriter, you're not going to create good content. Okay, it's going to take you so long to figure that out. I don't create good content, by the way. I hack good content. Okay, you're going to hack good content and you're going to hack viral content. So if you're going to go maybe 30 minutes a week, you're going to invest into post hacking. You're going to find posts that are already working, already viral, already getting comments, and you're going to hack them, okay? How are we going to do that? Okay, well, in the groups that you're going to join, okay, this is something that if you're watching and you don't have the workbook, take a screenshot of this page, whatever you got to do, but write this down, okay? This information right here is something called badges. Okay, and what it does is that identifies people inside of groups that are highly engaged and highly engaging. Okay, and so what you can do is you can actually take this URL at the end of a URL, I guess, if you will, and you can paste it into the group URL, and it will show you all of the people that are creating engaging content. For example, active member, that's somebody who's active in the group in a big way. Maybe it's good to see that person's content. Valued responder, that's somebody who's hijacking a lot of posts, by the way. And one of my favorite is visual storyteller. That's people that are already creating valuable content. So I'm going to show you this, okay? Let me unshare, and we're going to share the whole screen now. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm in this this is the ClickFunnels group. Okay, it's a massive group, and that's one of the reasons I like to use it, because it gets a lot of people doing what I just shared with you. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but I've already copied the link. Okay, so let's do this. I've already copied the link. Okay, so how would you do that? Okay, I'm just going to show you from scratch real quick. So I would take you go to the ClickFunnels group. Okay, and it looks like this. You're just in the group. Okay, and at the top you're going to take this right here, or I'm going to do just storyteller, this ending of a URL right here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm just simply going to paste it. Okay, oh, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in this one. Okay, I'm going to paste it. All right, so you see it says ClickFunnels/member/badges, and then badge type equals visual storyteller. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter. Now what's going to happen is it's going to show me every visual storyteller, every person that's creating content that is engaging. And so I can come in and I can choose somebody. Okay, how do I do that? I can come in here and I go, okay, Dan Henry, this guy created a post that got 42 comments. Anyone have cool events, parties, consider us that official? That was probably more of a party post. Let's go to one of these. Okay, anyone have a cool growth hack for going live on Facebook and YouTube? Right? This got 16 likes, 12 comments. If you were trying to talk about Facebook Live or YouTube, you could hack this. What would I do? I would copy it. I'm not going to show you hacking just yet, okay? But I want you just to think through that, okay? Anyone crushing it with IG DM sales without posting, just stories? So basically, some really good social proof on your grind, but all your content is stories. Look at this. All of these people are getting results using Instagram. So if your business was all about finding people that are doing good on Instagram, you just found content that can get you 55 comments and 48 likes. All of those people are your ideal customer. Okay, let's go back. Let's find somebody else. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but we'll click on his. Right. Let's see organic Facebook strategies and monetization. Okay, right here. Boom. This was me 4 years ago. 115 comments. This is something that I would post. I could hack to get people into this Facebook group that you guys are in. I could take. Now, how am I going to hack this? Okay, it's very simple. I'm going to open. Let me open up a. I'm going to open up a. Let's do this. A Google Doc. Okay. So I'm going to open up a Google Doc and I'm going to paste the oh, wrong one. Let's go back to it. I'm going to copy this. Okay. And I'm going to paste it. Okay. Oh, looks like it is copying the formatting as well. Okay, there we go. All right. So this was me 4 years ago. All right. So I'm going to space it out a little bit as well. Okay, cool. So now what I would do is I come in here and I would adjust the wording. Obviously, this story is not my story. Okay, so I could say maybe this was okay. I would come in here and I'd write 10 years ago. This was me. Struggling to make ends meet. Did that happen to me? Yes, I was a broke college student right when I started my business. Okay, so absolutely 100% happened to me. Okay, so what did I do? Did I copy him? No, I simply said, hey, okay, that model works. Let me adjust. Let me take that model and make it my own. Okay, in this last August. I finally crossed the 6 figure mark in a single month. Here is let's take this. Okay, consistency compounds over time into things way bigger than you could ever imagine. Okay, by staying focused and not compromising on my commitments, I achieved something I never thought I would. Here's my best advice. Okay, and so what did I do? I adjusted that to fit my story. Okay, my life. Okay, learn a valuable skill. So okay, so he's giving 3 points. Okay, learn. This is the ClickFunnels group. So I would say learn everything Russell Brunson. Oh, I should probably capitalize. Russell Brunson teaches about marketing. Again, is it exactly what he wrote? No, the model. I'm hacking the model. Turn it into valuable content, into a valuable offer. Then apply it to your core offer. I'm not even copying, I'm not even using some of the same stuff that he's done. I'm probably going to keep an emoji there. So I'm going to leave that there as a reminder that I need an emoji. Learn to sell. About 95% of people will never get past step 1. Don't be one of them. Okay, apply it to your core offer. And then let people know your offer exists. Most people don't even try. I can't be one of those people. Are you? Question mark. And I would adjust the emoji. But right there, boom, I hacked the post. Now I can reuse this, put a picture of me looking like a dweeb when I got started, okay? Working at what I was working at and post it, and this would get me exactly the same results that it got him, maybe even better, okay? Because I probably look way worse than that dude, okay? So can you guys see? Can you see? Again, if this makes sense, I want to see some hearts and likes from this, because this is exactly how you can find content that gets you your ideal customer. Let me look at some comments. Yes, I'm horrible at creating content, so I hardly ever post. Exactly, Claudia. Now you never have to worry about creating content. Content has already been created. That's me, but listen to this guy opens my mind. Yep. Okay, so you can leverage this, right? Maybe you are I know we have a lot of women here, so I use this one. One of the gals on my team invited me to this group, Jamie Kern Lima, Becoming Unstoppable. So there's a lot of women in this group. Okay, so if you're a young lady in the group, okay, same thing. I added this. I already added this. The storyteller badge, right? You can come in here and you can find somebody, and maybe you find this person, okay? And I don't know what he wrote, but 2 comments, 39 likes, 2 comments. I wouldn't use this. This is actually just stuff that engages. Maybe this young lady here. Whoops. And you look at some of the same thing. I would use something that's a little bit more targeted. So you may have to go through and search some of this, but that's exactly what you want to do. Now, you can also come into the group and maybe, I know we have some people watching right now that do credit repair. I'm trying to use examples of people that are watching with us. Okay. Let's see. Here's one of my value posts. Okay. Let's get, purchase credit card. Maybe you find somebody, credit score advice right here, 45 comments. So what do? You come in here and you click on the post, and it's going to open up the post, and you can read what this person wrote. Okay, you can say, okay, hey everybody, looking for credit advice. Has anyone had luck removing negative marks? Oh my goodness, this would be an amazing post for somebody doing credit repair. Look, it got 45 comments, 7. This is exactly the kind of content that you're looking for. Maybe you are looking for financial services, okay? And what you do is financial planning. You can come in and type in the word financial planning, and you're going to There's a post from me that got 894 comments. It's nuts. Let's see. Let's find one right here. I will be taking over financial planning practice. I've worked over 20 years as my employer, mentor, and Tara. I'm excited and scared. I don't know. Maybe not. Could be good. Right here, I also joined the financial planning industry. To this day, I don't know if I'm really make it either a side job. Okay. Right here, you got 15 people, 28 comments. This would be a phenomenal post to hack. Okay, but bottom line, you have unlimited content. You never have to worry about where your next post is going to come from, because you're going to invest 30 minutes a week to hack 3 or 4 posts, and simply take advantage of the opportunity to leverage posts that already work. Not posts that you have to figure out, but posts that already work. Okay. So again, if this is going off, okay, Luis, the first time I realized this blew my mind. Okay. So wait, I have this little, Facebook funnel, if you will, because people are going along this process. And as I'm doing it, I don't even have to create the content. I don't have to go hire somebody to run my social media. I just got to take 3 or 4 posts a week, hack them, and then repurpose them to go out. And when one works, I store it. If they don't work, I leave it up there and let it go. And then I reuse posts that work. Yes, that's exactly what you can do. And you can do this to create amazing engagement. Because remember, as you're adding people, new people are coming onto your profile, new people are coming into the group, in my recommendation, actually, which I'm not going to cover in detail here because most of you don't have this problem, but I would remove people that aren't engaging with your content. I would remove friends I went from 5,000 friends, okay, to a little bit under 3,000 in the last year. Okay, I've gone down in friends, and my income from Facebook traffic has gone up. Can you believe that? Why? Because I remove people that are not interested. I remove people. Now, how do you do that? For those of you guys that use the app, that's something that's coming, okay? We're going to be able to read engagement over a year and say, okay, these people haven't engaged in a year. Let's just kick them out. And yes, that means your mom has to at least comment once a year on your post, okay? So if you're not even your mom is commenting, then something's up. You got to change it, okay? So man, this has the potential to really transform the way you do your marketing, because now you have unlimited content. So here's your homework. Okay. It's very simple. Find 5 posts that got engagement inside of the ideal groups. You should have already joined 5 to 10 groups that are perfect for your ideal customer. And you're going to go find those visual storytellers. By the way, if you don't find visual storytellers, it means that the owner of that group never turned those badges on. So in that case, just do the search, okay? Search, and that'll be significantly easier. But the badges are on. That most groups have their badges on as a standard. The person has to literally go and turn them off if they don't want them. They don't want them there. You're going to take them and you're going to hack them. You're going to post a best guess post inside of those groups. A best guess post is something that just helps the group. Doesn't get you business, just helps the group, so that you can start to see engagement. I want you to start to see how this works. You're going to post a boost profile on a boost post on your profile. Hey, if you're my friend, tell me what you do for a living. I'd love to know what everybody does, because we're going to start to build up engagement. Listen, you've had a sickly Facebook profile for a year or two if you haven't had engagement on it. So we can't expect for massive engagement tomorrow if the algorithm has been measuring your profile and it says this one doesn't engage. We have to begin the process of getting your profile healthy, okay, of getting the infection of bad engagement out. And so this is how we're going to start doing this. Go live or post in the group what you will implement from today's, and post in the group, in the group that you're watching this in. I want you to post your hacked post. Show it to everybody so we can see it, so we can give you critiques, we can help you improve, and we can help you get massive results. Guys, today, unlimited content, unlimited numbers of people to go see yesterday, finding the exact person you want to look for. There's only one thing left that's crucial to this strategy, which is creating your irresistible offer. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. And you are going to love tomorrow, because you're going to actually take your product and convert it into an offer. Okay, something that people say, man, I want some of that. Okay, so if you've enjoyed today, I want you to let me know in the comments. I think today has the potential to transform your marketing, because this gets you results. This gets you engagement. This gets people looking at you. You know, you can go back and look at my profile a while ago where people weren't engaging, and to where now While we were talking, people were engaging. I mean, I've since every time I come to Facebook now, I see how many people engage with my content. Okay, it's a complete 360, and you can leverage this. The number one question I get is, Luis, how would you implement this with my business? Exactly the way I just told you. Okay, create your customer journey, create massive and engaging content for your customers, and get them to take the next step by giving your best stuff away for free. All right, guys, God bless you. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, let me know. Please invite somebody to the group. If you enjoyed it, let them know that this is a group that has valuable information. I mean, by the way, if you look at some of the reviews that we've gotten about this course, most people are charging thousands of dollars for the stuff that you're getting here for free. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. So take advantage of it. It really has an amazing opportunity to change your marketing. God bless you. Enjoy your day. Grab some coffee before the day's out. Drink one for me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow to create your irresistible offer.